Hey guys, so it's Monday. So this week I have decided we are going to be talking about film adaptations from books. I know a couple of people on YouTube have made videos about this and I've wanted to as well, like Kaylee Hyde and Miss X Rojas, I think. Anyway, and I kind of wanted to make a video about it on my channel because I am planning to do English and film at university, so it's kind of my thing really, or it should be. But I think it's kind of more of a discussion point, so thought that could be our theme this week. So I just finished reading at the weekend, just hit myself in the face with the book, why not, The Hunger Games, and I saw this with Daisy when it came out and I hadn't read the book, so I didn't really know what to expect. And to be honest, reading the book afterwards didn't really ruin it for me, but I was actually quite impressed as to how well the film actually stuck to the book. I was like, did they cut anything out? And obviously they changed a few bits, but barely any, because obviously the whole book's from Katniss's point of view, so they added a few things that Katniss wouldn't have seen. But on the whole, it was a really close adaptation, if that's a term. But one thing that sometimes people get annoyed about is how a book doesn't stay, how a film adaptation of a book doesn't stay close to the original. And I think people don't really get the point of adaptations. It's a different thing. It's not meant to be the same. It's meant to be an interpretation of the original story, and obviously you cannot have the exact same thing in a book on the screen because one, just, you can't fit all of that in, and two, sometimes things don't work when you go across from different media. So yeah, I think people need to get over it a bit. I remember when One Day came out, and I'd read the book like about a year before it came out, and I saw because it had been a bit of time since I'd read the book. I wasn't like so sharp on what had been in the book and what hadn't when it came to watching the film, but a lot of people who were fans of the books were all angry that it wasn't a good representation, and they just need to remember that it's not meant to be the same. It's meant to be the director's interpretation or the scriptwriter's interpretation, but not the exact book on a screen, because that probably wouldn't be a very good film. You get it! I'm filming a video! When you look at a series of books translated into a series of films like the Harry Potter series, there's obviously even more of a differentiation, and especially as there's a massive Harry Potter fan base, fans aren't just going to have one film to like critique against the book, they're going to have 8 films, and so that makes it a bit more, you could say, difficult for the filmmakers. But also, because people loved Harry Potter so much, and the books came out, and then the film sort of came out, I don't know, it was kind of a bit of a combination, like you couldn't really have one without the other, which obviously you can, but it was sort of, the films were every Harry Potter fan's dream to see them on the screen, so I don't think people were that critical. I mean, obviously there were things that a lot of people didn't like. I mean, I, for one, in the 5th film, why was the burrow set on fire? What was the need? I didn't really understand that. But other than that, it was, I think that was the 5th film. Or maybe it was the 6th film actually. Sorry. But, yeah, other than that, people love the films, they love the books. So, yeah, so I guess it's a matter of how much of like a fan base a book series or film series has to how much people are really going to care how different the book is from the film. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. It's obviously something I'm quite interested in, and it might not be something that Nora and Daisy are as interested in, but I hope you have some thoughts. As to the question, do I prefer books or films, that is a really tough one, and I'll go back to my original point. Films and books, whether they're adaptations or not, are different medium, and so I don't really think I can compare them, because there are a lot of things that I love about books, but then there's a lot of things I love about films. So I think it's 50-50, I'm afraid. Anyway, I will see Daisy on Wednesday. I'll be a bitch to edit.